Okay, so you've got your track down, you've got your tracks, everything's ready, you render it, and you notice that it's really, really soft. But it sounds fine. Then you look up here and you notice that your volume is cranked all the way up. Okay, so it's fine if you're a mixer because mixers generally like quieter tracks that allow the masterer to do his magic. So you can make your quiet track louder in one of two ways. The slower way is to use Reaper and go through and find what the quietest part of the track is, so -12, and then on the master track you're going to add 12 decibels. But that's not really an elegant solution because you'd be up here all the way in the +6. So there is an easier way to do it that results in a slightly lower quality file, but it will be normalized. That means that the loudest part of the track, probably this little bump right here, will be all the way up to 0 decibels, which is the loudest it can be without distorting. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it, but we're not going to use Reaper this time. We're going to use another free program called Audacity. So the first thing you're going to want to do is close out any audio programs you have open. That's always good practice when you're running audio or video programs. You generally want one going at a time so that the computer doesn't get confused. We are dealing with Windows after all. So close this, close that. I don't think I'm going to save that really quiet file. And you can see here on my desktop we have the song, which, if your volume is at a reasonable level, is actually very quiet. You probably can't even hear it in the video. I can barely hear it coming through my speakers. So, first thing we're going to do is open up Audacity. Now I'm going to show you what it does, but this is not the way you have to do it. There is a much quicker way that I'm going to show you in the end. So, what we're going to do is normalize the track. And what that means is this. First, we're going to bring in the track that we're going to normalize. As you can see, it's very quiet. It's a very, very soft, gentle track. Under Effects, Normalize, set it to 0, 0. Remember, that's the loudest it can be without introducing distortion. We bring that up, and now that is a much louder track, but it's still mixed exactly the same way that it was in Reaper. But now it's louder. You can send it to your friends, fellow musicians. You can create a simple demo and send to somebody. This is not as high quality file as the previous MP3, but this works for that kind of stuff. So the way that we're going to do it normally is we just go to File, Apply Chain, and you'll see that Audacity comes bundled with an MP3 conversion chain. So we're going to open that up. That's the one we want. Apply that to this file. You can see it's importing it. Now it's going to normalize it. Ba-bam. Where is it? There it is. And now it's exporting back out a high quality MP3, or the highest quality that it can be. So let's wait here a few seconds. If you're a mixer, you generally don't normalize because it does introduce, it involves guesswork on the point of the program and the computer, and it creates a lesser quality file. So now we go back to our desktop, and you'll find that, or wherever your original file is, you will find a new folder called Cleaned. You can probably change this. I haven't bothered. If you open up Cleaned, you will find another MP3 in there. And now we're going to go ahead and open up the original and this one, and you can compare the audio. Okay, so that's the original one. It's very quiet. And you can see here, it's barely breaking. And now you can see a lot more. There's a lot more bass and mid and everything because it just scales everything up until the loudest part of the original track is now set to 0. Alright, so that's how you do it, and that's the quickest, easiest way that I know of